Sure, share this content. Let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. The name is Law Nation Sports. And we figuring it out. We building the plane while we fly, baby. As we fly, we building it up. There'll be some snafus with the connections. But before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. I need to know if you guys can hear me before I get going, though. Come on. I need to know. I gotta know. I wanna know. Happy Sunday to you. And you. And you. All right, we got somebody in the house. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. All right. Woo. Hey, Chris, man, appreciate you, man. Calvin, thank you for jumping in on the Facebook side of things. All right, so some people said it wasn't a good game at all. Chris, I feel you, fam. I feel you. We love you to the moon and back. But here's how it is. This is our second team. This is our second team, not our first team out there. So, of course, you will see some, hiccups and things like that. And the only thing that I can say to piggyback off of you feeling that way would be this right here. And I know we don't want to hear this, but week one may just be the repeatance of the sloppiness of the teams, because our first team, that will be their first time out there. And this season, during the offseason, we didn't get a chance nor a situation nor a scenario to do the joint practices with other teams. So there could be some reservations we have on this, but the season is long, and I would tell you guys, I get your frustrations. I get the people complaints about Mazi Smith and he's not getting 4 or 5 sacks, right? I get the issues of Eric Scott Jr. Let's call him Stewart Scott. Shout out to him. Eric Scott not turning his head around, right? Bland, looking very bland out there, not getting able to bat the ball down. I absolutely understand your levels of frustrations, ladies and gentlemen. But at the end of the day, this is preseason 2. This is a situation whereas I'm seeing the growth aspect. I'm seeing the positive out of it. There's a lot of negatives in this world, but I'm looking at this dude by the name of Jalen Tolbert, and he's performing pretty well. He did a great job out there just the other day. And I like seeing that, Cowboy Nation. The ability to see if this guy can continue to excel, grow, continue to push and go beyond. All right, so, man, I hope that the system is not doubling me up. Let me know, ladies and gentlemen, if you got 2 of Law Nation pages live versus 1 Law Nation page, because we're trying to figure this out, and it appears that we got 2. Let me see. Let me make sure. If you're on the YouTube page, let me know if you see 2 Law Nation pages live, but it should be only 1. We just going to have to figure it out and get through this. And I know the breaking news been today that Overshown, he would not play for the 2023 season. And, yes, there's 2. Oh, wow. All right, so I don't know what that's going to do with the algorithm. It shouldn't be 2, but it's me trying to figure this thing out. But I thank you guys for whatever page you on. Let me know. So you have 2 that's live. Shout out to you, Cowboys vet. Appreciate you. And let me see if I can figure this out, man. We may have to just let it roll from where it is, though. Cowboy Nation. We are live 2 times on the YouTube page, so it's going to be a weird alternate universe there. But it is what it is. I got 2 streams. I'm on Facebook. Shout out to you, Donald Lee. But neither here nor there. I want to say this. and we're going to talk about the Overshawn impact, and I'm going to go over the Jalen Tolbert situation. Shout out to those that's watching. Thank you guys for jumping in. Double time for your mind. I hope YouTube don't put me in a corner for that. But that was the only way. Yes, last night it was horrendous for me. It kept dropping off and things that just wasn't coming through properly. And it ended up being on the Stream Lab side of things. It's on their processing unit. They were trying to connect to a server not in Dallas, and we know Dallas servers was flooded last night. So we can say this. The Cowboys literally shut down the internet via the the game there. So too many people overload. YouTube was like, I can't take this no more, man. I'm gonna take it out on law, So it is what it is. So if your name is up there, Twine for your mind, is because of the fact that I'm in this multiverse. Shout out to the multiverse and shout out to the metaverse too. So with that being said, but the quality is good, right? Let me know if the quality is good, if you can hear me. Shout out to you, Jacoby. I can see you now. Bell, appreciate you. JJ, I see you on the Facebook group. Let me know if the quality is nice, right? Can y'all see this, right? Can you see Mazi right here? He's down inside. It's the one tech, but he's shading the outside shoulder, or pretty much in between there. And technically, this is him lined up on the 3-tech side, and he get washed out. Watch how he pushed him completely out of the stream. Pushed him completely out of the stream. You see him right there, and first you see him, and now you don't. That is a horrendous situation to be in, right? For Mazi, right? For us to bang on our chests and say, hey, that's supposed to be our first round draft pick, and he's getting bullied. What happened to that 850 pounds that he moved around? And he got to work on his pad levels. He got to be able to disengage. He going to have to be able. Everything good on Facebook? Yes, indeed, Kelvin. Yeah, I know Facebook haven't been the problem. It's been on the other side. But Mazi, he's going to have to work on that and watch how he plays through and fight through the echoes, and he comes down and join the party right here. I give him an A+ on that. The other two grades, a C+ and a D on the other one. On this groove right here, watch how he squeezed down inside. Good hands with the guard, and then he twist and turn. Normally that would have been a hold, but we're not going to go back and forth with hold calls because they all subjectives in my opinion. So, but when you look at it, my guy 41 made a business decision. He was like, man, I'm not finna take on this guard. Guard! He gonna bounce to the outside. Outside contain is already there. You supposed to take on that brother. Although he's about 320, Bell didn't do that. And my guy, he didn't flip and push his weight through. And I'm talking about Mazi on for this play. And you will see the old UCLA running back slices down inside, and he just have an alleyway untouched. This is uncalled for, but that was a great play by the Seahawks on that one. We will see Mazi right here down inside as the one. His name of the game is to occupy, control the LOS, and not let something get behind you. But if such, your boy is supposed to follow, flow, and hit, and they did just that. 94 was credited with the tackle on that particular play. And if you see him, his name is Ben, TCU All-Star back in the days. Ben Banagu, I believe. So, yeah, he made the tackle there. And those are the things that we can see out of Mazi's tape that he's going to develop. He's going to get better at time, right? And he's going to be one of those guys that's when it's one-on-one. Watch how he walked the guy number 70 all the way back into the quarterback, the bootleg version of Tim Tebow. He pushes him all the way back. Technically, that dude throw a better ball than Tim Tebow. Yes, indeed, they clone Tebow. You know what I'm saying? Clone Tyrone don't have nothing on this dude 15 right here. But he's able to push him back into the lap of number 15. And that's what I like to see out of Mazi. So there are some growth aspects of it. Yes, indeed. Will Redding says, hey, 41, you got the feel, fam. I know. Shout out to fam, you know. But that's just how it goes. But shout out to Mazi. This was one of the reps that he won on. and he delivered. He pushed the guy back into the lap. Keep this in mind. Those are the looks that I truly believe that Mazi going to get more of. He's going to get more of those. You can't double team D-Law, Mazi, and Parsons. You can't double team. You only got 5 guys on the front 5, right? So you only got 5 guys up front. You can't double team everybody. On top of this, I want you guys to contextualize this for your mental mindset, is that you got also, this is just so weird, I got 2 YouTubes going at the same time, but you got to also understand and know that you're going to have Trayvon Diggs on the outside. You're going to have Gilmore on the outside. There would not be Bland on the outside. There would not be an Eric Scott on the outside. So those are things that's beneficial for you. Those are things, and that's right, Lewis, shout out to you, Andre, Norman, appreciate you. Quinn Smith on the Facebook, appreciate y'all for hitting those likes. Those are things you got to contextualize. There's a thing called coverage sack. You know, Overshawn and Stevens gone for the year, bro. Now, what kind of injury Dope Meister John Stevens had? Let me know in the chat. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Let me know what kind of injuries that Overshawn. I know Overshawn ACL, but I didn't get the update yet on John Stevens. I didn't know he was gone for the year. Was it an ACL as well? God, dog, man, that hurt right there. That one hurt right there, man. God, dog, that's y'all for real with it? Oh, my goodness. Dang. God, dog. Both of them ACL boys. Damn. Woo. That one hurt. That one stung right there, dog. I ain't gonna even lie. I wasn't ready for John Stevens to have the ACL two times. Look, we're going to have to do an investigation on that field then, that doggone field. So John Stevens, oh, my goodness, man. Hey, I know people don't wish for injuries, but shoot, that's one of the tight ends that was like on the fringe, like, you all right, dog? Yeah. I'm going to pray for you, man. I'm going to look out for you, dog. And then he going to go back to the crib. Woo! Favor ain't fair. You know, that's exactly what's going to happen. Darren Williams Jr. says Stevens is his cousin. Yeah. Damn. Tell your cousin, Darren, that we were rooting for him because he was making, look, Peyton Hendershot was sweating, right? Peyton Hendershot, after he heard the news, he took him a shot, basically. Not saying that you wish for injuries on anybody. That's ill will, but sometimes when there's an opportunity, a moment, you got to jump on it and understand that, shoot, the door was about to shut down on me. It was about to close on me. Shoot, put the likes on both of the lines. This is from Troy Moore. Yes, indeed. Hey, put the likes on both of them. Damn. You know, but I would say this, though. The actuality of it, if we can put it in those phases there, Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening, here's the plan. And here is what we must do, regardless of the situation. Be ready for that opportunity. I tell people all the time that it's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have the opportunity and not be prepared. John Stevens right now, he can look back at it and say, I got doggone woed everybody, right? Everybody was looking at me as being one of the guys that can change the complexions of this tight end room, right? And I got hurt. But this is not a setback for my future. This is a setback for my comeback, right? And look at Terrence Williams, right? Look at Jabril Cox. Look at some of the people that stood tall in these particular moments. That, hey, you may think that this is going to be a setback. No, this is going to be a setup, John says Schoonmaker looked better last night. He did. Round of applause to Schoonmaker. I want to say this real quick. Appreciate y'all, man, so much, man. I thank all of y'all that's watching me in the multiverse, man. I thank y'all. I'm on two YouTube pages at one time, and it's just me. You know what I'm saying? I think if you go to the other one, that dude beard is a little bit shorter than this beard. You know what I'm saying? Just do it. Go back to each other's. Yes, indeed. No shame in selling insurance. This is Will Redding. What are you trying to say? These boys going to go over there to sell some insurance. Perry Locke, appreciate you. Thank you so much for being part of the nation. Come on.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
There are some things that we're going to have to go over and comb through. But first and foremost, Deuce Vaughn. I want you guys to know that Deuce Vaughn is one of those guys that he is a fan favorite. He is a guy that we can all look back and say, we want to see him grow even more. He's a humble dude. Chris Vaughn is right in the house. His father, right, is right in the house with him, right? And he's going to make sure that he's on the right pathway. Jennifer says Jabril Cox haven't been the same since his ACL. In my opinion, he just doesn't look the same. Here's my rebuttal to that. I think that and you're right. I think that when he came back last year, right, he was over analyzing everything and flying out to the ball, doing a little too much, and didn't pace himself. And when you don't pace yourself, those things linger around. And me and Boss Cowboy Sports, shout out to my dog, we got a chance to talk to him. Like, hey, man, Jabril, holler at me right quick. We was at a Cowboys experience event. And we asked him, what do you want? Where do you see yourself? What do you want to do on this particular team as it relates to defense? And make a long story short, paraphrasing, he want that J-Rock curse, I say J-Rock curse, J-Ron curse. I gave that man his whole nickname plus his last name. He want that J-Rock role, So we know that spot, that position, you got to battle for that big nickel spot. And I can see him playing that role. But J-Rock ain't gonna let nobody turn me around. J-Rock is J-Rock. And I believe what fuels him is competition. What fuels J-Rock is the ability to look at someone and say, oh, you want zero? Oh, Overshawn, you want zero? Well, I'm going to tell you, that belongs to me. And you're going to have to fight to get it. I'm Jay Smooth over here. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how that goes. So what is the status of Fred? He was a little late. Can somebody inform Fred on Facebook what's the status of John Stephen Jones? Oh, well, not John Stevens, I meant to say, not John Stephen Jones. That's actually Jerry Jones' son, but John Stevens, he's out for the season, baby. It's a torn ACL, and someone else have to stand tall in that moment and shine. And let me jump back to this film of Jalen Tolbert. Jalen Tolbert, who liked the pick when we drafted Jalen Tolbert? Who liked that draft pick? Put that down in the chat. Let me know. I want to know if you like the pick of Jalen last season. If you like us drafting Jalen last season, let me know in the chat. Let's get these likes up. It's from my girl Patrice, one of the sniper gang. Let me know, JT Wolf said he did. Are you Jalen Tolbert Wolf? Let me know if that's you. I know y'all secretly watch these shows. D Shift says he trusted it. You right? So Tolbert going to break out. This is from Steven Nelson. Appreciate you, my guy. I am the last ape. He says he loved the JT pickup last season. All right. So where are the people that didn't like JT? Because I'm on record. I'm at least on record. I would say that even this season, I wasn't 10 toes down on doggone Mazi, right? I wasn't all the way in. Well, I shouldn't say 10 toes down, pause, right? But I wasn't down all the way on Mazi, right? Football is, when you looking into the draft aspect, right? Hear me out. Put that butter knife down. You got to sometimes look at the bigger picture. And it's hard to see the picture when you are in the frame, right? So when you start talking about wide receivers in their first year, what have you, and in a complex type of situation the Cowboys were in last year with Kellen Moore, calling all of these things with hook routes, option routes, hitch routes. Look, just give that man one route, 1 or 2 routes, but they gave that man the whole encyclopedia plus the almanac, you know what I'm saying, and the playbook. So he had to learn just about everything. Sometimes people, even in their careers, even trying to do this YouTube thing, content creation thing on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, sometimes people will see what Laura's doing, right? And I'm not putting myself on a pedestal, but they try to replicate the same thing and they get burnt out. Not knowing that we done already pledged the hard stuff, right? We done already went through the terrain of going through the lowdown, going through the nuances of the different algorithms, right? There's some people will compare their channel to mine's, right? And say, man, I got more views than him. I'm doing more work than him on the YouTube. Not knowing that, shoot, that same video, even though it may have only did 10,000 views on YouTube, that joker doing 80,000 on the Facebook because the algorithm hit difference, right? Some people, I'll never forget, you know, some people would dog someone for working too hard, you know, and not knowing that a man shall work by the sweat of his brow, right? A man should work. I feel miserable when I lay down and don't get up to work, right? Don't you guys feel the same? So what I'm trying to say here is Jalen Tolbert, he's arriving at the right time. He needed last year, hear me out, he needed last year to become the person he is this year. Let me repeat, he needed last year to become the person he is this year. And the person he is this year, he's understanding, man, this is not South Alabama anymore, right? I got to get bigger. I got to get faster. I got to get stronger. I got to go out there and I got to feel this situation out. I got to know everything CeeDee Lamb know plus more. I got to challenge CeeDee Lamb and let him know I want his spot. I got to challenge Brandon Cooks to let him know that I want to do what he's doing. That is the way, baby. That is the philosophy that he went into knowing. And everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. So when he was running the sands, there was a third of Cowboys saying, Law, you're hyping the brother. He ain't going to do nothing, Law. He can't do this. He won't do that. But not knowing that, hey, he's working and operating the sand so that he can get those quick twitches ready, right? And it's translating, right? Off the LOS right here, getting off the separation, being able to come back to the ball, greet the ball with his hands, even with the flag, fighting through that, not looking for the aficionados to bail him out or to get him out, right? Go on, get in the middle of the field, knowing where the sticks are at, right? Last time we saw him out there in Green Bay, the dude was lined up at safety, right? So these are the things that we're looking at for growth. And guess what? Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He still got to improve. We talking about our fourth wide receiver. We talking about our fourth wide receiver. Not our third, not our second, and not our first. He's the fourth wide receiver. Shout out to you, Cowboys fan. Thank you for the like on the Facebook. Appreciate you, Arthur, as well. And Keith. Appreciate y'all, man. So when we start to look back at all of this, man, these things are working out for the good. But people people will talk about what you are doing and not understand the necessary sweat equity that you're putting in, not understanding the investment, right? Not understanding that, hey, these are the things that I'm trying to put in to get better. They will laugh and scoff at you, right? I will never forget when Elon Musk, right, bought out Twitter, now it's X. And some of the people were janking on some of the people that purchased the blue check marks, right? And it's a storyline to this. People will laugh at you at first, but then when Elon start opening up them checks, he turned the blue check into a green check, meaning that they pay you now on Twitter. Now there are some that were sitting there like, wait a minute, you got paid? Yeah, you tweeting for free. Now, shoot, there's no threshold. You know what I'm saying? There's a threshold for YouTube and Facebook, but Elon said, all right, you work for me, I'll work for you. But you got to pay in order to get there, right? So I think it's like $8 a month. But in return, you can make a post and make $15, $20 off of that post. It's all about how you leverage that. And if you're a business guy like me, what's $8 a month? That's something we can write off, right? Because Uncle Sam, he always got his hands out, right? Looking for that money. You know what I'm saying? So we got to always, in this content creations, I'm telling y'all, this is a class session right now, right? We got to always figure out what's the bottom line. How can I get more and more resources to help grow the nation? So with Elon, he sent them checks through I said, all right, cool, all right, appreciate you, man. Shoot, them Elon checks hit difference now. You know what I'm saying? And now the people say, all right, so shoot, all right, I get how much? Yes, indeed. So let's jump on in there. Shout out to you, Terrence Shorts. Appreciate you, Brandon. Thank you for jumping in. So utilize everything, Cowboy Nation. And even when people are talking bad about a situation and they're talking horrid about a thing, it is what it is. Yes, indeed. So when we start thinking about this, and shout out to Jordan Schultz, he's one of my guys. He said sources, running back, not rookie, I said running back, rookie linebacker Overshawn suffered that ACL. He didn't hit me up with the John Stevens thing. But what I want to say here is my dude, Cowboys fan talk. If you haven't heard of Mr. Rome, and if you haven't been following Mr. Rome, right, I want you guys to go check out his YouTube page because he's one of the enforcers and a defender, right, of the Cowboys. And he's going to defend, right? Some of y'all just take the licks and start buying into what the Eagles are saying about our players. And I know, we know that we are admired, right? We know that the Eagles community, they don't like us. They love us, right? They watch every single clip. And he put down this, ain't no way in the hell that Jalen Carter damn near got depleted, right? And y'all acting like it's cool. And this is for Mazi. Y'all will be losing your mind out here. FOH. You know what I'm saying? So I do like that my guy, he's a dog out here, man. He's a dog. And that dog got teeth and he's going to point it out, right? He ain't going to let you guys just sully the good name of these Dallas Cowboys, and I love that. Brandy said, Law, did you fix the buffering from last night? I think I did. But in relations to that, we are live double time on the YouTube page, and I really appreciate y'all so much. but here's my truths. Even with Mazi, you guys know, I wasn't, hey, Mazi crew. I wanted the kid from you. What's that guy name from Pitts? I've been so in tune with my Cowboys, I forgot his name. I wanted that young kid from Pitts that went to the same school Aaron Donald went to. His name is the tip of my tongue. I wanted him, but he was picked up. He was picked up way before We had a chance to even get a chance for him. Y'all please bring up his name. Yes, Rent Free. Appreciate you, Trev. What's that dude's name? He went to the same school. I'm not calling him Aaron Dunk. Cansey. Yeah. Kalijah Cansey. Appreciate it. I wanted Kalijah Cansey, right? That's who I wanted, right? And sometimes as a football person, as a fan, you're not going to get what you want. You're going to get what you need. The Cowboys, with that particular pick this year, got what they needed, not what we wanted. So when I have people to hit me up, because like I said, I'm not trying to be cold-blooded with this. I'm just trying to spit my reel with this, man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, nothing attracts Philadelphia Eagles fan more than a Dallas Cowboys post, right? So this guy right here, Daz, or however you say that man's name, he was basically trying to call me out, and he says, to act like he's now good after draft night is hilarious. You knew he was bad pick then and try to make like you're happy now. But let's listen to this. Watch this. Come on, let's listen to this.
No. They bullsugar me, man. The Cowboys are selecting Nolan.
Oh, they bullsugared you.
Edge rusher from Georgia Bulldogs, man. Come on, baby.
Hey, I said it. That was my pick. I called it.
Here we go. Now, I thought for sure, who remember the mix-up? I thought for sure we was drafting Nolan. You know, my guy, he kind of hoodwinked me a little bit.
Who we going with these picks? I said Nolan.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. Edge rusher. I'm cool with the edge.
Let me see, man.
Hey,
they selected Nolan Smith, not Mazi Smith. I can't make this stuff up, y'all.
All right, here we go. Yeah, so Nolan
And we got him.
Nolan
Smith
was ranked 22nd. We got him at 26.
I'm cool.
Y'all got me bad,
cool
though.
with
Nolan Smith.
So let's break him down. This your guy, Big. It's on you.
This your guy, Big Game. Talk to us, man.
Well, I ain't going to sit there and say he's my guy, but what I'm saying is when we were going with the picks,
What it is?
All right, so he remembered that, right? Is that guy remembered that? And I thought for sure we had Nolan Smith. You know. Let me know right now. Nolan Smith on this team right now, would that be overkill on the edge? You got Armstrong, you got Sam Williams, you got doggone D-Law. He's like office furniture at this point. And on top of that, you got Michael Parsons. That was a want, not a necessary need. The Cowboys needed to re-solidify their interior. And even if you seeing my guy slip and slide all over the field, on the ground, getting moved out of the frame, you're going to have to go through some growing pains. Trust me, Vince Wilfork, he's not Vince Wilfork of what we've seen throughout his career in 2004, his rookie year. I said also in my group chat with Vach, Sky, Koye, as well as my guy Foots the King, I said, you know what? What's beneficial to us is just like how it was beneficial for the Giants to draft Dexter Lawrence, right? Dexter Lawrence, he wasn't giving you 9 sacks a season. Who remember when Dexter Lawrence was drafted for the Giants? What was he doing his first year? What was he doing his second year? I want to know. But that is a necessary pick for those boys to groom, to develop. Now, they calling him Sexy Dexy over that mug. We going to see him week 1. Because why? He went through some growing pains. He wasn't a household name. He's a household name now. He's a household name now. D-Shift says, our 5 edges are better than Nolan, Graham, Sweat, and Reddick. Yeah. Overshawn was doing just too much. This is from Stevens. Yeah, well, the reality of it is that it is what it is, you know. So when we look at this defensive tackle, I get it. Now, Russell Maryland, the last time we had an interior Russell first-round draft pick, right? Last time we had somebody in the first round, Russell. His first year, I think he had about 3 or 4 sacks, though. Whole different body type too. He was 6'1", 285 to 290 pounds. Whole different body frame. But what I'm saying is, this interior guy, Mazi, he may give you a 1 sack a season. I'll be flat out surprised if Mazi give us 2 or 3. And that would be a plus for us. Vince Wilfork, he averaged 1 sack a season. 1 freaking sack. He played for about 16 seasons, 17, 18 seasons. There was multiple seasons collectively that the brother went a whole year without a single sack. Bahana deserved more. This is my guy, JV Boy. Appreciate you. So, yeah. Dez Sander, appreciate you. So we lost Overshawn and Stevens Jr. Yeah, we did. So what I'm saying is, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater, and let's continue to grind. But let's switch back over to my guy.
No, that was pretty cool.
Deuce Vaughn.
Of course, you know that the Cowboys fan base is worldwide, and they showed it today. So that was really cool.
Talk about finding the end zone again today.
Yeah, I mean, big time, of course, can't take all the credit. Great scheme, great call, great blocking up front, and then put the ball in the end zone for the second time in a row. As weeks go, just building that consistency and just trying to put my best foot forward.
What did you do today better than you did last week?
I feel like I was more comfortable as far as playing faster. Last week, I feel like there were a couple of times, whether that be in pass protection or whether that be running the football, that I kind of wasn't playing as fast because I was thinking a little bit more. But another game under my belt, second game, I feel like I played a little bit faster today.
Now, when he said that he played a little bit faster, what do that mean to you guys? How are you guys accepting that? Because I can look at this and I can foresee a guy that even in his second preseason game is developing and becoming even better than what he was. Yes, indeed. So when I hear those type of things, that let me know about week 2, week 3, this kid will be right on it. There was another running back way back in 2016 that was drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. And he was by far more superior coming out of college than Deuce Vaughn. More superior. They had a battle between whether or not they're going to give him 22 or whatever number that was available for him. And he was like, nah, out of respect of the game, give me 2-1, right? And that particular running back, what if I told you that he didn't display what we are seeing now out of this running back? Now, that running back, I don't have to say his name. You guys already know his name. But I remember watching week 1. I believe the Cowboys played against the Giants. Week 1 of the regular season in 2016. We ultimately lost that game. The running back that was drafted in the first round, the 4th overall pick, I believe, some of the fans were saying, boss, he's slow. We look more explosive when we had Alfred Morris in there. Man, we should have went with another X, Y, and Z. And I said, just wait, man. Don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. It takes time to make that transition from the college to the pros. And then they were like, you know, blah, 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 blah. People were hating. See, Cowboys doom. We suck. We shouldn't have did this. We finna go. Let's tank for X, Y, and Z. I forgot the player that people wanted the next year or what have you. I think Sam Darnold. Somebody wanted to tank for Sam Darnold or something like that the following year. To make a long story short, the second game we played against the Washington Redskins at the time. They were the Redskins. First series, they were like, all right, that 2-1, he ain't that explosive. He ain't a Todd Gurley, or Le'Veon Bell, but he's all right. But we still look better with Alfred Morris. And I remember, a third of the Cowboys, because some of y'all fickle, not the people that's watching now, he fumbled. Oh, man, that dude, he's a waste of time. And I remember Nate going live on one of the podcasts, and he was like, hey, y'all, pump the brakes, relax. Sometimes these running backs, it takes time to make the necessary adjustments, and just be patient with these guys. Let's be patient. They're going to have to find their landmarks, see the whole get upfield, and understand that this NFL is different. But lo and behold, around week 3, week 4, I think we played the Chicago Bears and then Cincinnati. That dude, that number 21, was on his way. Alfred who? Morris? No, we didn't get a chance to see those boys anymore because he had got his playing legs and his mindset ready. But a lot of people have exactly what the person said, no patience in the Super Bowl year. A lot of people have no patience, right? A lot of us want even Mazi to be at the level that Dexter Lawrence is at right now. A lot of people look at Mazi and say they want a Daron Payne now, right? A lot of people look at even Mazi and say that they want him to be Aaron Donald, which he ain't. He far from Aaron Donald, though, baby. But the reality is, be patient with this team. Understand that there shouldn't be no individual. It shouldn't be that. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Let's listen to more of what he has to say.
Absorbing contact and bouncing off of it. Some people obviously do really well. Did it on that touchdown last night. So is there kind of a gap you had to overcome from college to the NFL to be able to absorb more of that contact, or is it kind of the same for you right now?
Sample size is so small with only 2 games under my belt. I feel like I did it really well in college and would love for it to translate at this next level and just staying consistent and doing the things I did in college and elevating those things so that whenever it's time to take that contact in the game, I'm able to stay up and things like that. And that's just going back to work and doing this way we can keep succeeding.
A lot of confidence right now?
Not necessarily. There's some things I wanted to do better today on the football field, but you always want your confidence to be high whenever you're playing football, no matter what type of. If you're on a run, if you're playing really well, you always want your confidence to be high because that's how you play good football. So for myself, some things I wish I would have did better today, but confidence is very high.
No doubt, and he deserved every bit to have the confidence as high as possible. I'm talking about John Legend high, and he need to do that. We listen to running back. Is he running back 2? Or is he running back 3? Let me know, ladies and gentlemen that's watching right now. Is my guy Deuce RB2 or the RB3? Because this other guy that I'm finna play right now, Rico gave us a little something, right? He gave us a little something, last game.
He ain't lying.
So I can't wait to listen to him. He's RB3 all day. Verde, appreciate you. Let's listen to Rico Suarez.
I think it went pretty smooth. Guys up front, give them the credit. They did a good job finding small creases in there, just trying to get north to south. So I think it's pretty solid, though.
Getting a touchdown reception into the end zone, how did it feel to just kind of break through and get that?
Felt real good, especially after last week, being so close to the end zone and dropping it. But, yeah, felt real good.
How do you assess your opportunities tonight? Do you feel like you did everything with it?
I think I made the most of the opportunities that I got, like I said, but it's always room for improvement. Another week to go.
What was first 2 carries for you that kind of set the tone for you?
We had a wolf first play, nice little run, kept pushing forward, and the next one was a duo, and trying to get the tone set early through the running backs.
Yeah, so he's trying to get the tone set early, and he ran with authority early. And his only knock is he didn't brush them edges on that. I'm just playing with y'all. He definitely didn't brush them edges on it. That boy been battling, Brush them edges, dog. I'm playing with you. But his only knock was last game, of course, he fumbled the ball. And in this game, this second preseason game, he literally whiffed on the special teams play. You know, he can't be doing that, by the way. And I see the burst. I see the speed. I know he can catch out of the backfield. The only reason why I said after preseason 1, when I did my recap of everything, that, yeah, he cool and all, but I can't trust him. And it's shame on me. Let me shame myself. I'll do that. I'll shame myself. Let me hit the shame button on myself if I can find it. You know, see, I can't even shame myself today. You know, there you go.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I said the only reason why y'all let me know if I should take that back. But I said the only reason why I can't trust Rico is because of health. It's because of health, right? I'm sitting here looking at him, and we've seen this before. Explosive, good runner, you know, can squeeze off the edge. My guy Shango, all in training camp, was yelling, Rico, Rico. They actually gave him a football for yelling out his name so much. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, you know, sometimes you can do that, right? You know, he remind me of sometimes, put it like this. There was a guy that played for the Cowboys. I forgot his number, but I remember his name, and his name was Bruce Carter. Bruce Carter, we looked at the tape, and we were sitting there like, man, this dude fast, hook to flat, he can get there. 1 year, he led the team in INTs, believe it or not. That's how good he was. But the only problem was when it was time to pony up and pay up, we was like, man, we just can't trust the brother. He's hurt. And on top of that, make it plain, to make it real simple with y'all, the other guy stayed hurt, Sean Lee. It was like the Bruce Lee, they both hurt. Bruce Carter and Sean Lee. They just stayed hurt. We couldn't trust them, you know. Shout out to y'all. So Bruce wore 54. Okay, great. Thank y'all, man. So Bruce Carter had all of the skill sets for, and this is different position, but we just couldn't collectively trust him, you know. And we can throw Spencer in there too, right? Who remember him? He was really good. But he just stayed hurt. What was Spencer's first name? He was on the opposite side of my guy, Ware. These dudes just stayed hurt. I believe that if we just take injuries off, right? If we had the special rules to take injuries off and remove Jason Garrett, shoot, boy, we'd have a few Super Bowls in there. Romo got hurt. Lee get hurt. Doggone Spencer get hurt. Carter get hurt. Jason Witten stays healthy. Yeah, we need to figure out what's going on with that. You know, Bruce UNC alum, appreciate you, man. I see a super chat, but it's not populating over here. But I can read it over there. Jay Recruiter says, let me see. Jay Recruiter says, I would not be surprised if Deuce take over RB1 later in the season. He remind me of a G. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Hold on. It went away from me. Hold on, Jay Recruit. Of a 2-inch smaller Barry Sanders. Woo! You on it, bro. Appreciate you for your support.
Oh, yeah, and we don't even have our guys out there. So, yeah, I definitely see the progress, especially with us young guys out there. Like you're saying, we got to be ready to go. So, go out there and getting great looks. And like you said, I definitely see the progress in us from last week to this week, for sure.
How anxious were you to get going in training camp and all that, especially after last year and you didn't really play at all because of your health?
Very, very anxious, I'd say. Like I said, this is the biggest opportunity for me since I've been here 4 years. So I was very anxious and ready to get going for sure.
You talk about the block problem, was that miscommunication? Or what?
No, it was just me, up and under. Dude, I was too close to the line of scrimmage. Dude made a great move and up and under me, blocked it.
2 games, 2 preseason games under your belt now. How do you want to finish out against the Ravens? Is there anything else that you feel like you want to show?
I want to finish out with a win and, like I said, just keep going out there doing what I'm doing, trying to make the most of my opportunities that I'm getting.
No doubt, man. He is making the most of his opportunities. For those who with Pearsons, I want to know how that stay like. How did that get a chance to stay like right there? You know, like he got like a shiny mole right there. Like how do they get that to stay? Like do he glue that on, or is it surgically attached to that part of the face? Because I wash my face hard, and I probably will wash that off. Yeah, y'all let me know how he get that diamond, that ruby, whatever that is on the side of his face to stay like right there, you know. Y'all see it right there? I know I wasn't crazy. I said something glowing on his face.
Running back room, how competitive is that for all you guys?
Like I said, competition makes everyone better. So very competitive in there. A group of we got 6 running backs that all can play. I think iron sharpens iron, so we all getting better.
All right, good. Thank you, Rico.
Thanks, sir.
He said, iron sharpen iron. We all getting better. Somebody said you got to use glue. Okay, so he glued that on. Like he said, I'm gonna glue. I'm gonna put mine like right here. I got my third eye wide open. I'm gonna put mine like right here. Be like, Lord, man, he's Super Saiyan Law there. Put a big old Cuban zirconian, you know, right there. I ain't gonna put no real diamond there. Come chase and cut my head off for that diamond. Yes, indeed. So yeah, somebody says these new breeds. Choctaw said these new breeds. These cats weird. You know, I'm not finna talk about them, you know what I'm saying? But I was wondering how he get that to stay, you know. Because now you wash your face, that doggone thing will be gone. And don't let it be real. Hey, y'all stop what y'all doing, man. I got to get this 14 carat, whatever it is. You know, but it is what it is. Sometimes they actually pierce it in. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Boy. Law sounded like somebody granddad. I'm for real, man. Little Uzi Vert right around this mother, man. Come on, baby. Come on. Damn. Yes, indeed, man. But, you know, man, it's just a different world. It's a real different world we live in, but we accept them all, right? You know, I was listening to some Doja Cat, and then I went to TikTok, and they said, man, don't listen to Doja Cat, man. That's going to be some type of ritual now. You know what I'm saying? They might have you doing some crazy stuff. You know, the Illuminati all over your body, baby. You better stop listening to that Doja Cat. She going to fool around and have you going crazy, you know, shaving your head off and everything. I don't know what happened to Doja Cat, man. At one point, she was looking all right. Now, all of a sudden, you know, they on that crazy stuff nowadays, man.
How would you assess today's game?
I mean, it was fun to go out there, obviously, and play the game that we love to play again. We didn't come out, and then we wanted to come out. But, I mean, obviously, look at the tape, correct the things, and get ready for next week.
Does winning matter in preseason?
I mean, yeah. Every time, I'm a competitor. Every time you go out there on the football field, you want to win.
Do you see the progress with this team?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
that's
just
my
coming
dog
off
right here.
Training camp in Oxnard, coming out here, got the competitive edge, just got to correct the small things and just move forward.
How competitive is that room, that linebacker room?
Oh, it's real competitive. I mean, every guy in there wants to play. Every guy in there runs, fly to the ball. I mean, everybody just want to make each other better, and that's if you don't have competition, that's a bad thing. You know, we got competition in the room. Everybody come to work every day.
I feel like almost like a rookie year for you in a sense, even though you played last year. You have camp and all that kind of stuff.
I mean, yeah, you can say that. I mean, obviously, I learn every day. I'm learning something every day. You know, having a guy like Leighton, having a lot of older guys just learning, just picking their brain and just seeing what they see and just going out there and assessing it to myself.
Your first 2 preseason games in the NFL under your belt now. What do you want to build on going against the Raiders to finish off the preseason?
I mean, just go out there and just keep flying around, making plays. You know, obviously, you're going to make mistakes. That's why we got coaches. Coaches coach, players play.
No doubt. He said that's why you got coaches. Coaches coach and players play. And his goal is he's learning every day. I was banging on the table last year, right, to do the shortcut to that linebacker issue. I ain't no shame in my game. I would have gave up. What was it for Roquan Smith? What did the team give up to get him for the Ravens when he got traded to the Ravens? A 3rd or 5th? I would have been willing to give up a 3rd and a 5th for Roquan and whatever little money we had left in the couches, man. But this dude, Damone Clark, he's going to be our version of a Roquan if he continue to excel. A 2nd and a 4th. So that's Luke Schoonmaker and Junior Fihoko, right? Ultra Cowboy. I would give up. Would you be willing to give up Luke Schoonmaker and Junior Fihoko? Or was that Overshawn? We drafted Overshawn in the 3rd, right? For Roquan Smith. So would you be willing? Shoot. But Damone Clark can change our mind right about now. He really can, y'all. He really can. And I do like his demeanor. He looking like a swole Trayvon Diggs right here. You know, Trayvon Clark. Yeah, I see you. Yes, indeed. Let's go.
Just go out there, just keep making plays, watch the film when we get back together, and just get better. Don't make the same mistakes that I made, and I'm sure the guys same thing. Don't make the same mistakes that we made. Just go out there and go be victorious versus the Raiders.
The starting unit these last 2 weeks have gotten valuable reps against the ones in both Jacksonville, Seattle. What do you think y'all learned from those?
I mean, obviously we're gonna put 11 guys on the field. We're gonna go out there. It don't matter who the other team put on the field. We're gonna go out there and compete.
What are you? I know how much you love being out on the football field playing, but whenever you're, taken out, what are you doing on the sideline to kind of continue staying at that same level?
I find Leighton, and I'll go stand by Leighton. I get the call from him. He got the earpiece in there. I get the call from him, and I'm standing there looking at the backfield set, looking at the sets, looking at the splits and things like that, and just picking Leighton's brain, and we just communicating on the sideline.
This tells me two things right here. He's cerebral, he's smart, and he's wise. He's learning from Leighton Vander Esch, right? Vander Esch, for what it is, man, he's a very smart guy as well. And sometimes, and if you are a younger brother, right, if you are a person who hang around old folks all the time, if you've been around someone who made mistakes, right? That's what wisdom is. That's what knowledge is collectively too. If you see someone else going through pain, trials, tribulations, you don't have to go through it. So sometimes it's good that you're not the firstborn son. You can sit back and watch the older brother go through all of that. And then you pick his brain and say, hey, man, what's at the end of that tunnel? What's down that road right there, bro? And that is what Damone Clark is doing. He's picking up everything that he need from Leighton Vander Esch. And the bad stuff, he just leave that there. And Vander Esch, smart and wise enough not to teach this man the bad things because he's a solid dude. So shout out, kudos and credence to Leighton Vander Esch. Not a lot of people willing to be humble like that, right? They would tell you, for those who got bad intentions, would tell you bad things, man. They won't give you advice. And it's good that the Cowboys got great locker rooms to lean on the veterans, and the veterans not taking it personal, because Leighton Vander Esch know that this dude is about to be the future. He ain't here for just 1 year. He's here for multiple years. Ultra Cowboy says Luke Schoonmaker ran a 4.6 and had a 9.88 rise score, best blocking tight end in the draft. If Will was a good, Luke was open twice down the seam for a 30-yard game. Yeah. All right, so my thing is with Luke Schoonmaker, and I'm with you, Ultra Cowboy. I'm with you, dog, because I need Luke Schoonmaker to perform at a high level, not a low level. I need for him to perform at a high level. I do, man, because I've been talking a lot of noise about that pick and about how Schoonmaker is going to make some things happen for us and shake for us in the right direction. All right, so let me do this. We're going to open up the phone lines, but let's listen to Jalen Tolbert before we open up. Appreciate everybody for tuning in on this beautiful Sunday. I hope all is well. It's 5 o'clock. Time is running. God, dog, time running.
A lot of reps there. Just building on what I've been trying to build on the whole training camp. So obviously just continuing to grow and build that confidence in playing fast. And so it was fun, like I said, to go out there and compete and, show what I can do.
What are some of the takeaways that you get from a game like this?
Takeaways could be, play speed, just being able to play faster than everybody else, being decisive on my reads or adjustments, what I think I should do, not thinking too much, just going out there and really just trying to be comfortable and confident. And so that's my takeaway from the game, is just continue to grow on that.
play special teams into the second half there. How important do you think that's going to be for you, especially trying to get to the games in the regular season?
Yeah, no, it's definitely important. All four phases, are big for this team. And, like I said, I want to do my 1/11th, whatever I can for the team, whether it's special teams or offense. And so just going out there and getting those reps that, I've never really had before, just continuing to grow on those and build confidence within the special team aspect of, the game as well. So just going out there and doing what I can special team-wise and just continuing to grow on that.
So Nelly Tolbert is saying some good stuff, y'all. He got to be Nelly, right? With the one thing right here, with the one thing. So Nelly Tolbert is saying that basically, he built up his confidence. He understands that special teams is a part of his game. He knows his spot and his role, right? But also the other older gentlemen like the Gallup, Brandon Cooks, even Lamb, they seeing his ability to stretch the field and do even more work. So this is good for us, Cowboy Nation. It's flat out is. Let's listen to more what he have to say.
At least through your first 2 preseason games is physicality and one-on-one coverage. How are you able to improve in that area this offseason?
Really, it's always been there. I just had to regain my mental state, regain my confidence, and then obviously knowing where I'm supposed to be at and what I'm supposed to do and being able to play it, fast and physical and confident also helps. So just going out there and being myself.
Is it safe to say that all that confidence is regained right now?
Yeah, it's definitely there and definitely improving. As I continue to grow and continue to practice and do things, on and off the field, is definitely growing and growing. So,
how important was tonight for that?
It was fun. It was important to go out there and, show that last week wasn't just a one and done. Just go out there and keep stacking days. And like I said, just continue to stack these practices as well. When we get back to the star, get back to work.
Did you think whenever they threw that flag that it was maybe OPI again?
No, I knew it couldn't have been on that one. It couldn't have been.
Did you gain any, in this team, gain any confidence of playing in an environment like that? And, with trying to offense, learning a new offense and the hand signals and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think everybody, loves the reps that they are able to get, and so just continuing to grow on, whatever they feel like they need to grow on. And, we do a lot in practice and after practice to help, a lot of guys with, the signals and the new aspects of the game on offense that we have. So I think they're more comfortable than they would have been without, with doing those things.
No doubt, Cowboy Nation. I didn't like this interview at all. I absolutely loved the interview of him talking and speaking positivity into his to the psyche of the Cowboys and seeing this growth aspect is everything to Cowboy Nation. So at this time, should we open up the phone lines? Let me know in the chat, man. What my like ratio, man? Have y'all been hitting the like button and sharing this content? Let me know, because we can open up the phone lines and we can get things going before I go grab my Sunday dinner. Din time, Wide receiver 4, Gallup better show out. Yes, indeed. Randy Savage. Yeah, appreciate you. JV boy, all right. Somebody give me that report on both channels if possible. Damn. Come on, man.
Call my phone, hit my line.
We'll open up regardless. How about that?
Down for line. Keep it super thorough my way. On this side, keep it super thorough my way.
657 390 7391 is the hotline for your mind. Let's go.
Mobbing with my brothers, there's no question, keep it real.
Keep it real with me.
Whether we East Coast and no way in the hidden hills. In the popping straps of blue faces, not the pills. Heard you calling bluffs, I show and prove it, it's for real.
There are 3 participants in the contest.
Yo.
Keep it off the books and keep it coming in. Bitch, the OF, see what I'm coming in.
Come on.
The inside caramel just like 100 grand.
He said the inside is caramel, just like the 100 grand. All right, so Rev, he pinned the number. 657-390-7391 is the hotline, and I got the 303 is you. And me, we're live on the nation. Talk to me.
What up, Law?
What up, Chief? Talk to me, man. What's on your heart?
Hey, man, I'm sad to be honest, bro. My boy, the Marvin.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, that blows right there.
Looking good.
Yeah, he was looking good, and then he went out looking good. You know, he ain't go out looking bad.
I know, bro. I made a good ass tackle, and then he went and grabbed that knee.
Yeah. I think his cleats.
You know.
I think his cleats and everything got stuck into that doggone turf, man. We seen more of these type of freak things happen in modern football than what we used to see in the 80s and the 90s. You know what I'm saying? Early 2000s. These type of things. It was like one or two guys have ACLs. Now that's a common thing.
Sure. Yeah, man. But I'm excited for this year, Law. I'm excited, bro. I think this defense is trying, man. I think we're lined up perfect this year with Mazi. Holding down the middle, bro. I'm excited. We haven't had a dude like that in a while.
No, we didn't have a guy like Mazi in a while. And trust the process. I know that's a negative word here in Cowboys land, but this is a good one because we're not leaning on him to do it all, right? Shoot, there's going to be Sam Williams on the edge. There's going to be a Parsons, a D-Law. There's going to be a lot of dogs that's going to be able to eat from what he's going to do for us.
Dorrance Armstrong.
Yeah, shoot, let's go. Hey, man, what's your name, man? Let me save you in here before I let you rock.
Yeah, my name's Ty Mendoza, man. I'm from Denver.
You from Denver, man? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you,
I've been
man.
on the channel for a while, bro.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate you.
Yes, indeed. Good call from him, man. That's my guy from Denver, man. Ty. So yeah, Cowboy Nation, I get it, man. I wanted Overshaw to fight, and I think that the Cowboys were going to go down that pathway. And shout out to you, Oscar Brandon. Thank you for the like, and Christopher Hughes. Thank you for the like on Facebook. I was going to go down that pathway to say, man, when they start doing those cuts on the 29th, and then they got to change their jerseys after the last preseason game, that he was going to get number 0. I thought for sure he was going to get that 0. But now, I know for sure J-Rock is going to wear 0 now. I think J-Rock going to wear 0 week 1. He's going to be wearing 0. I got from the 408, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
What's going on with you, Big Law?
Nothing to it.
Your boy Coop over here. It's your boy Coop over here in the Bay Area.
In the Bay.
From training camp.
Okay,
yes,
Coop.
Sir.
Okay, Coop, man.
Hey.
I met you, didn't I? So where were you? Coop.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Where were you? When did we meet up, man? Out there in training camp in Oxnard.
Yeah, we met up on the field, down there talking to brothers, and we met up at the Yard House.
At Yard House, okay. All right, yeah, that was good with you, man.
Absolutely. Listen, let me tell you something. I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate you bringing it to us like this.
Yeah.
Your analysis is on point. But I want to tell you, I feel like the plan's coming together.
Okay.
All I needed to get out of preseason was for us to find 4 or 5 youngsters that can show up on game day week to week. And I think we for sure found that and probably a little bit more. I'm telling y'all, it's about to go down. I also spent 2 days at the 49er training camp.
Oh!
They are not ready for the pressure we're about to bring.
Man, come on.
They're not ready.
Oh man, I wish my brother was here right now. Shoot, he like tell me more. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Coop, man, Coop, man, you been everywhere, man. So I know how you rock. I know how you roll. You got a chance to see 3 or 4 guys to show up in these preseason games. If I were to tell you that I said before we even made a single draft pick that we can go 12-5 with what we have. And now we adding a little bit more pieces like a Deuce Vaughn who shine, and excuse me, like a Rico that shine too, by the way. I think that we can still do that plus more. What's your thoughts?
Man, that's my sentiments exactly. Listen, let me tell you. Everybody else is scared to say it, but I'm not one of those Cowboy fans that is different. We are legitimately a 14-win team. We have a new structure, a new offense. And we are coming with way more speed than we came with in years.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all.
Man,
it's going down.
No doubt, Coop, man. I'm going to let these other people jump on in, dog. But I appreciate you, and I thank you, man. Appreciate you, dog.
For sure.
Yes,
all right,
indeed.
Salute.
Salute. Yeah. Man, that Yard House, man. Yard House was a pretty good food eatery. Even Craven Cowboy, she was out there. We ate at the Yard House, man. Yard House got some good food, man, out there in Oxnard. So y'all be sure to check Yard House whenever you get out there. And shy away from the Patron because they put a little bit too much in there. All right, I got, let me do this.
The conference has been locked.
And I got my guy for the 915. You're live, my guy Alfonso. You live, dog.
What's up, Law Nation? Just wanted to call in. Let's go over the game. I actually sat down, watched the game yesterday.
Let's go.
Took some notes, wrote things down.
Okay, break it down.
So, player of the game yesterday, he gets the game ball. That's Jalen Tolbert. I mean, he just took off yesterday. I don't know. I mean, I didn't believe you when you said he was going to compete with Gallup, but hey, competition is good when you want to get a solid group of receivers.
True.
Also, Sam Williams, tackle, forced fumble. He did have that penalty, boneheaded penalty, but you come to expect that with him since last year. And then Guanye Thomas, he did good, but then he had that penalty, and then at the second time when he got that tackle for loss, he was still celebrating. I was like, hey, chill out, stop celebrating.
Yeah. He wouldn't celebrate by himself. I did like that corrections though, but that type of temperament. Although I was mad at the moment when he did that, I kind of understand. This dude had a phenomenal offseason. He's stepping up tall. It's to the point and to the degree that a lot of people saying that, man, we could have paid off safeties a little too soon. But he's the backup.
Very true. I think we have a dilemma with tight ends. I mean, we have a bunch of good tight ends. Schoonmaker, he had 2 solid catches. He got yak. He looked really good. And other than that, those are good things that I saw. Everybody had a catch. Jalen Brooks had a catch. Peeps that didn't do good, that I'm telling you that they're going to get cut. Calvin Joseph didn't have he had a pass breakup, I think. And then
he had a pass breakup, and then he had a pressure that forced that ball to be incomplete, and Wanye flexed, and then, that happened,
And then Semi, I am not seeing nothing from Semi. He's not impressing me. What do you think about Semi?
I like Semi, but he's not likable enough to make this team right now, unless he balls out all through this practice this week and do a crazy job against the Raiders. But I can foresee a life without Semi, and Jalen Brooks at least showed us what he can do in a pinch. And granted, Will Grier wet the bed, so it's hard to evaluate. Will Grier cost a lot of people thousands of dollars, believe it or not.
Very true. I mean, I would honestly, would you? I've been thinking about this. Would you give the chance to the QB from the 49ers, that guy that got hurt? I can't think of his name. Instead of Will Grier, would you give him a chance?
Talking about Trey Lance?
Yeah.
Shoot, yeah, dog. Yes, indeed. Trey Lance got unbelievable untapped potentials. And if the Niner gang is over there thinking that he's washed and he can't learn and understand pickup offense, shoot, I would get rid of Cooper Rush and Will Grier for Trey Lance right about now, to have him as a backup. But I get it. Right now, Cooper Rush is a solid backup quarterback for us, and the Cowboys going to practice the conservative route. So no, I don't think that they will make that move. I think Will Grier is going to get cut, and the Cowboys are going to rock with 2 quarterbacks, and they're going to keep one of those quarterbacks as an emergency situation due to that new rule.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. I don't want to take up everybody's time. I'll keep taking notes for the games. I love watching your film sessions. I'm going to be there for the open, the game opener against the Jets.
Okay.
And I can't wait to beat Aaron Rodgers because I can't stand that guy. I don't like
Me
that guy.
either,
I want to destroy him in Dallas.
Let's link up, dog. Appreciate you, man.
I got you. And one more thing. Puro pinche Cowboys. Let's go.
Let's go with it, baby. That's my guy, man, from the 915. Real solid dude, man. Damn. Real solid dude. All right, I got Mark that drive trucks from the 832. And let's get it. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring it.
What's going on with you, man? What's going on?
That's the type of energy I need. Yes, indeed, man. Talk to me, man. What state you in right now, man? If you can say, dare I say. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. I'm in Georgia. I'm like 10 minutes outside of Savannah, Georgia.
All right. Let me know, man, when you swing through Texas, though. Let me know, man. You know.
I'll let you know. I might be back to that next week. It depends on what my next red thing is. I'm planning right now. If I get something headed that way, I'll let you know.
Yeah. But as long as it's not pilot or anything. Yeah. But keep going, man. Keep going. I ain't gonna say much. Go ahead.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. Hey, Mazi's gonna be all right, man. He's gonna be all right. He got to get his legs, like you said. It's gonna take him a minute because his job is coming in and called the middle. And anybody that's got any sense knows you got to get that guy off the nose.
He do.
Right? And if they double team Mazi now, he's a raw rookie. And he really ain't got his, he still got that baby fat on him. He need to get an offseason under him where he's conditioned right. And so if they got to commit that much attention to him now, and he really don't know what he's doing.
Right.
Come on, man. It's preseason.
He's
supposed to take these mix now. That's why they playing him so much.
Yeah.
I believe that's why they playing him so much, so he can get an understanding of what it is he's going to do and what they're going to need from him. The boy's going to be fine. I don't care if he don't get started till middle of the season or whatever. Because he's just going to take him a minute. That's what they got Hankins for. Hankins is there to show Marvin how to do the job.
Show him the way. Show him the way.
All of that's good. Shout out and prayers up to Overton. Come back strong, young brother. Get you some of that offseason, get you some of that work in, so you come back and you can be some dudes, and he'll be all right too.
Oh yeah.
And one last thing about Jalen Tolbert, what you're seeing with him, to me, what you're seeing with Jalen Tolbert is what happens when you have good coaching and it's organized and disciplined and know what they want to do.
And throw in pressure too. Throw in a lot of pressure. He can't. If they red carpeted him last year, he wouldn't have been able to be motivated like he is this year. That's all pressure. Right. When you see Jalen Tolbert.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, you can go through some adversity and pressure burst fight. It
do. It make diamond.
Yeah, it's gonna do one thing or the other. But again, I believe in what Schottenheimer and them are doing. Yeah. And when we talk about triple in the offense, we're not talking about making things dumb for people. We're talking about making it easy for them cats to go out there and do their job.
Yeah.
Right? That's all they ever said. The whole off-season, preseason, all they doing is showing them how to do their job, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I believe Jalen Tolbert could play any receiver. He can play the X, he can play the Y, he can play the slot, he can play the flank. He can play any receiver spot. Because it made it easy for him to figure out what it is he needs to do wherever he lines up at.
Yeah.
So again, that's what organization, that's what coaching does.
Yep.
It elevates people. It elevates. And we ain't had none of that here.
None of it,
I can't wait to see it. Go ahead and talk to your people, Law. Glad you're back, brother. Love you. And keep doing what you're doing on the road.
No doubt, man. Yeah, baby. Shoot, that man on the road. And that's what pressure's supposed to be about, man. We like these movies. Creed, 1, 2, and 3. That boy got his butt whooped in all of those movies. But we like it because we understood the storyline. We understood that, man, ain't nothing for free. You're going to have to get out there and work. And that's what make those movies enjoyable. I remember back in the days, Jean-Claude Van Damme movies, man. I used to love them, man. Yeah, the old school Jean-Claude Van Damme. Blood sport. Brick don't hit back. That type of stuff, man. But Jean-Claude, man, he'll get his butt whooped. But when they start playing that motivational music, and then they start, he started doing all of this training and stuff like that. We're like, yeah. That motivation, you know what I'm saying? Then he got blindfolded, and the little sensei was like beating his butt, and then we were like, yeah, he gonna utilize. See, it's foreshadowing, And then when old boy Bolo Young cheated and put something in his eyes, my favorite part when he was blind. He said, And they just slow motion it down. They don't make movies like that anymore. And he go, you know, the music be going, but he couldn't see, you know, and he would just whoop butt, man. I love that stuff, man. I know y'all loved it too. I know y'all love those old school movies, man. Come on, man. Bloodsport, off the chain. They need to remake it. Brick don't hit back. Yeah. Jean-Claude Van Damme, I look good, huh? Yeah. Blue says Jean-Claude be in the next Mortal Kombat game. Yeah. Oh, he will? Shoot, come on. Bolo Young, whatever that dude name. Bolo Young was underrated, man. That dude right there, he'll beat you down, man. I got my guy from the 206. He in the mix, live on the Nation. MJ from L.A. You live, dog. Talk to me, man.
What up, Law?
Nothing to
How
it.
was your day, brother?
Oh, all is well, man.
Yeah, we just had an earthquake.
Oh, wow. Well,
about 3.5, something like that.
3.5.
You can feel it. It's about 3 or 4. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So there's a big storm that came from Mexico.
Mm.
And all rain and all that, you know.
They say that down there, man, just watch out for the mudslides and the hills will fall on you and all of that, you know. But I'm glad that you all right, bro, you know.
Yeah, we cool, you know. I'm right in the city. The people over there up them high, living at the high tops.
Yeah, sliding down.
Houses. Oh.
What you got for the show? What you got for the show, MJ? What you got for me, man?
Hey, the show last night was good. The people, Will Greer. Oh, God, come on, Will.
I mean, he losing people literally millions. I said thousands, literally millions.
Oh, he pissed everybody off. Cause he making, you know, that's how you making a team that don't even look like, because you can see how their faces. And, oh my God, they whooping our butt with their second string.
Yeah.
And we got our first string out here. You know what I'm saying? So they know right there when we play them. The only big difference that they'll have is that fast 6'4" guy, but we got corners now, so we ain't got too much worry about that, because that rush is coming. They're going to get destroyed. But the halfback is Rico played good. You know Deuce going to do his.
Right.
The line, everybody worried about the line. Man, I'm going to tell y'all something. Every NFL team got to worry about a line.
They do.
Y'all only talking about the Cowboys now. Oh, worried about, man, shut up. I want to ask them, when y'all get in the show long, because you the content and you the eyes for all the Cowboys fans, please, Lord, when you get on them shows and they bring up a line and crying, just say, man, all about everybody don't want to hear that. What you gonna say if Redskins lose the line, or Philly lose the line, or Kansas City?
But you know what? But you know what I saw though, MJ? I saw a streak of Sam Williams versus Charles Cross, made him crisscross again and get to the quarterback. I saw a series, whereas I'm thinking that if Sam Williams was able to do that, and he's a lesser talent than Michael Parsons, he's a lesser talented than D-Law.
Yeah.
It's about to get crazy. A lot of people on it thinking that was the Cowboys' #1 defense out there. No, that was our second and third. That's our second and third wave.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. You got to remember, the corner's going to make the quarterback put the ball. He can't throw.
Right.
All the safety wasn't there. And when they was running the plays on him with a quarterback, he having a good old time running, he going to get knocked out by number 11. You're not getting on the edge no more. That's over with. And then everybody, that's what Mazi is going to play better, because they ain't going to put 3 or 2 men on Mazi no more. Because if you do that, number 11 probably have about 30 sacks. You would be a fool to put 2 or 3 men on Mazi. People don't understand that.
They don't understand that. But I get it. I understand where they coming from when you start talking about your first round draft pick. I've seen people fighting back and forth on my Instagram saying, hey, man, you don't want a project. with your first-round draft pick. Bull Sugar, when you talking about a nose tackle, defensive tackle, they are going to be quasi-projects. They're not unless they're number 4 overall draft pick or number 5.
Yeah.
Like Will Anderson, what he did, that's what he's supposed to do, in preseason. That joker, he hit 2 people on his way to the quarterback, So that's what he's supposed to do because that's where he was drafted at to do, right? But they'll find out.
They're gonna find, and the good thing, Lord, they keep talking about it. And one thing you hear that dude Mazi, he's like number 11. Y'all keep talking smack about him, and I know it's pissing him off. But you can see because he messed up. He be trying to turn his body sometimes. No, they're gonna teach when he get to go 1-on-1 because they gotta watch about number 90, number 11, number 95. They're gonna like okay they're going to tell that guard, man, you got to handle number 58 by yourself. Because if we help you, number 11 and number 90 going to be getting all the shots, man.
No doubt, man.
Another thing.
Last point, because I got to get all these people out of here. Go ahead.
Number 50 is a beast. He hit that middle. I told y'all.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Number 35 got hurt. But number 50 is just as good, man.
Harper, that's my dog, man.
That's my dog, man.
Yes, indeed. Harper.
4-4 and can hit.
Yeah.
So
and on that big running play, the 26 kid burst through the gut there. Yeah. Harper Osa somehow that damn guard pushed Osa into Harper, and he couldn't squeeze down into that hole. Yeah. And 41 supposed to come down the field, but he saw that that guard pulling through that hole, and he was like, "Shoot, let me get outside contained." And as a DB, I'm gonna say I don't blame him, but it is what it is, bro. I thank you so much for calling in, fam.
For sure, long. And how about the Cowboys?
How about him, man? That's my guy, MJ. Great points, man. Speaking of that, I got VIP, I got Ross, and then I got Sonny. These are the next 3. We got a full house today. VIP, you're live from the 860. What's on your heart?
Lord, VIP, baby. Lord.
Let's go.
My heart is heavy, Lord.
Why?
Agent O and Stevens was my 2 dark horses for this year.
Yeah.
I'm hurting, Lord. I'm like, it's an ACL for. Is that confirmed? I saw
it's
Agent
confirmed.
O was confirmed. John Stevens is confirmed as an ACL as well.
Man, I'm not even gonna look it up. I'm gonna take the people word for it, man. I think he gone, dog. He gone, man. He gone.
Man, I was looking forward because Lord. You know where I'm from, so I gotta go amongst. I'm gonna be the only Cowboys fan probably at this game, at the first game. But you will see me there, Lord. So if you see me mollywhopping a bunch of Giants fans, that's VIP. If I start swinging the chair, Lord, you know what's going on.
Oh, man. You going to throw the hat or you going to throw the bandana because you wear the bandana. You going to throw it up in the air.
Lord, just send Lord Nation to help me, Lord. You see the bandana go up, Lord. Come on, come run it, Lord.
Hey, man, if I can get from Dallas to that spot, man, I got you. But at the end of the day, man, just stay strong for us, man. And we'll try to raise some donations, put something on the books or something, man, to get you up out of there.
Because they got a lockup underneath the stadium over there, Lord. So
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Lord. They got a precinct underneath. So, man, we got to be easy. But anyway, Lord, let me get back to what I thought. 53. What is the 53? As a rookie, you got to earn a name with me.
Isaiah.
What is 53's name?
Isaiah.
What is his name?
Isaiah, not losing Isaiah, but Isaiah. he did good. He did it good on a few plays or what have you. Some of the plays he kind of overshot and over pursuit, but overall, collectively, I think he did pretty good. Wheat did good too. So both of the undrafted guys did pretty good on defense.
Right, and I know my boy Bell made a business decision, Lord. Yeah. I played cornerback too, Lord, so I know sometimes a lot of corners didn't want to go mix up in there. I didn't mind it. I kind of liked it. But I know a lot of corners, Deion didn't like to mix it up in there either. So
man, that
you know,
dude
I'm
was
not
like
knocking him
that
for
dude was like 320 coming at him. He was like, I'm gonna get outside contained. You know, that ain't supposed to be me, man. That ain't supposed to be me. And then you know what else happened? And we all play the sport. When somebody go down with an injury, as a young guy, because this is the second season, as a young guy, you looking at it like
that PTSD kick in.
Yeah, that kicks in just a little bit. So I'm not saying that was going in his mind, but that was going in his mind.
but Lord, you can say that because there was another play where he stuck his nose in there, Lord.
Yeah.
But that was before that.
Yep.
So we have to, like I said,
Bam.
these are rookies. These are
second-year
preseason
players.
games,
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah.
Let's keep this in mind. I know the ideology. Everybody wants to change up the narrative now. They want to, this is preseason. You should be going all out. No, this is preseason, and some of these players have to go all out. Because I've seen 18. Oh, I got to give him his name. JT has earned his name with me. Respectfully.
Yeah.
What I've seen out of him, I want him bubble wrapped at this point. I need him bubble wrapped. Look, we might as well bubble wrap Deuce. Deuce is a rat. Deuce is a game changer.
Let's just forfeit the doggone third preseason game, y'all. Let's forfeit. Let's just wave the flag, you know what I'm saying? For all of the soldiers, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel you though, man, but somebody got to play and we still got to evaluate. It was just hard to watch. It was just hard to watch the offense when Cooper Rush left. It was hard, man. It was like Will was like, what you doing?
He's costing careers. He's costing people their career. I know it's too late in the game right now, but we should have somebody. I'm begging. Look, I don't give a put somebody. We don't have a fourth quarter. Well, I know our boy Ben Danucci. He's going somewhere. We need a fourth quarter. I don't care who it is at this point, Lord.
Come on, man. What about me? They could have had me out there, man. I'm just messing with y'all.
I would have took Twin. I would have took Twin for a backup. Lord, he is what we have to know about Mike McCarthy's offense is you can't pat that ball. 1, 2, the ball has to come out. So I'm at the point, Lord, what quarterback on the market is familiar with the West Coast offense? I'm talking about a seasoned quarterback. That's what we need, Lord. We don't need these rookies. We need a seasoned quarterback that's familiar with the West Coast offense that knows 1, 2, 3, get the ball out. 1, 2, 3, get the ball out. That's how Jerry and your boy Joe, the great Joe, ate. Joe didn't have a big arm. He got that ball out in slants, and that's how they ate. You have to get that ball out, man.
Right. We'll find out, man. But appreciate you for calling in, dog, man. Thank you, dog. Appreciate you, man.
Well, you know what it is. And, Law, I'm going to the first game, but I'm contemplating that October 1st game. So I need you to hit me with the info on that, because you said it's the day before I could come and do the experience and all that. I want to bring my son and my nephew to the game. So, man, I'm going to email you, Lord. Just email me the information I'm putting up now for the October 1st, because Zeke's going to be home.
Okay.
Zeke coming home October 1st.
Okay, I didn't know that was a home game for us. But, yeah, all right, man. I'll see, but I'm no longer affiliated with Cowboys Experience. But we will be doing something else down the line that's similar to that.
I'm not affiliated either.
Yeah.
I'm for my Lord Nation, damn it. If you ain't affiliated, I ain't affiliated. I ain't gonna talk about my affiliations, but
affiliations. But I appreciate you, dog. I thank you, man. Thank you so much for jumping in and being part of this particular episode, bro. Appreciate you,
Lord, I got your back like your spleen, baby.
Yeah.
Pow. Damn Cowboys.
How about
Let's go, Lord.
Yes, indeed. Let's go, man. That's my guy, man. VIP, the hotline for your mind. And speaking of that, I got Ross from the 815. Brandon, you're live, man. Holla at me.
What's up, Lau? I'm on my balcony, so if you're hearing noises, I'm outside.
No doubt.
I just want to spend a few seconds on this on the third quarterback. We're probably the only team that don't have a young, athletic quarterback.
Yeah.
That guy was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, Mike McCarthy liked him so, and he the third quarterback. So I mean, let's not waste too much time on that. But it was bad. To me, Luke's Schoonmaker. I'm gonna be honest, Law. I gotta be honest.
Talk to me, man. Break it down.
I'm not the big. I don't see it. To me, I think John Stevens to me is the better of the two. If you take away the draft capital,
right?
If the two players, if you just grade the two players, John Stevens is the better player. But I understand you spent a second round pick. But if you just go player for player, he's the better player.
Yeah. And then he's out for the year too, so he can't help you, you know. But let me list these quarterbacks that's available: Carson Wentz, Matt Ryan, Joe Flacco, Nick Foles, Chase Daniels, Bryce Perkins, Chris Steveler, and Tim D. Morat. Those are the available quarterbacks that's on the free agent market right now, according to Spot Rack. So if anybody looking for a quarterback,
I think you named about 3 of them that's better than
Will Griff,
our third string. Yeah, than Will Griff. And then Will Griff, to me, he throw the ball like, man, I hope it make it there. Like, his throwing motion always kind of like, I always look at it sideways. But I also got to point this out because nobody want to say this. Calvin Joseph played well. Stop with the notion that he's about to get cut. That's BS. He's been playing well. If you actually watch the game, they had Calvin Joseph on Tyler Lockett. Watch the game, watch the plays, and he locked them up. Okay. Calvin Joseph has played better. Look at the tape. He had them. He took them one-on-one, locked them up. He on their first couple of series. Watch the tape. Calvin Joseph has played well. Your boy Dayron Bland, I think he's still trying to tie up his shoes or something. Y'all boy Scott, who y'all desperately tried to play up low, gave him he probably not gonna make the team. He's looked that bad to me. That's just me.
Well, he drafted though. He's untouchable at least for the first year. I think Scott gonna make this team. He's drafted. They traded up to get him now.
Yeah, okay. Have you watched what I watched?
Yeah, I seen what you see. I seen what you see. Okay. But he draft picked Cowboys 9 times out of 10 outside of Ridgeway. Right. Outside of Ridgeway, they normally keep him around. They kept Anthony Brown for 6 years, man.
Anthony Brown first couple of years was pretty good.
Yeah, his first year was really good.
If you wanted a touchdown or a first down, throw it his way. But his first couple of years, he was pretty good. Calvin Joseph, to me, is the 4th best corner. Let's start with the BS. Man, actually, if you telling me Overshown is out with the ACL, I can make the case a big body guy like Calvin Joseph would be important for packages where you like, hey, he could do this, he could do some of the things that you may want to Overshown to do. Because if nothing else, we know Calvin Joseph is a great tackler. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to
I feel what you're saying. Yeah. He just a casualty of not just getting that one INT or that play, that bat up that we need to see. And I want to hype him, but at this point, it's too rough right now because one play was wiped away, and the play that he batted down, because that was a real good play, he went through the body, so that was subjectively. But I feel with what you're saying, though, dog. You know, let's see Calvin Joseph. He got one more game. You know what I'm saying, to see what's going to happen. But he's going to make this team because he got advocates in his corner. You know, he got somebody to fight for him. Bones Fossil,
let's not do that, Law.
He got Bones Fossil.
He played well.
He did play well. He played well.
He played well. And lastly, before I go, because I know you got other callers, so I'm gonna let them go. This team is fully loaded. Miss me with the Overshown out. Miss me with all that other stuff, Law. I'm not even gonna go there. I'm not gonna say no names, but we fully loaded, Law. Can you agree? Yes or no? Fully loaded.
Yeah, we fully loaded. Magazine clip full over here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it at that. No excuses.
Wait, hold on. I know your angle. Hold on. Before I let you go, I know what you're implying. But like you and I, go ahead and say it. Say no. There should be what is it? Zero excuses.
I'm just saying. Come on.
There should be no excuses for Dak Prescott.
And Law, can I point this out to Law?
Yeah.
This is starting to bug me that Dak think he's too good for the preseason.
No, I don't think he's
on the field. Let me know he think he's too good for the preseason. I don't know what it is, but be as it may, he do have good numbers during the regular season. Dak, no excuses. I'm not talking about the regular season. Mr. 2-4. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. That's you and I. That's what we talking about.
Yeah.
We want to see Prescott in the postseason. He could throw for 8,000 yards in the regular season. We want to see him in the postseason, right? So I'm agreeing with you. Let's get to this. Let's get to this postseason. Appreciate you, bro.
we fully loaded now.
We fully loaded.
Shout out to them Cowboys. Shout out to Law Nation. Shout out to the nation. How about them Cowboys back? I'm watching.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. Good observation, man, from my guy. I knew he was gonna swing in the Dak Prescott conversation part of it, and I get it, right? I understand the immense amount of pressure should be poured upon the Cowboys, also Dak Prescott, for the 27 years of not going deep into the playoffs, right? Divisional game beyond, right? And going to the Super Bowl. But I promise you, if everybody can stay healthy the way it is now, shoot, ain't nothing stopping this team, man. You know, Dak gonna get us right in the right spot. Ain't this right for the 970 Sonny? You're live on the Nation.
Messed up my thought of you, but that last thing you just said, hell, every team that says if they can be healthy, he's going to be good at the end of the season.
Yeah, health.
Hell, that doesn't very seldom. Hey, I wanted to apologize for last week. I didn't mean to say C.D. Lamb. I meant to say Michael Gallup.
Oh, Gallup? Yeah.
I thought maybe you caught me on that.
Oh.
I thought, Michael Gallup, there has been talk of maybe trading him.
Trades of Gallup versus now you recall in my memory. Yeah, you kind of misspoken, and we kind of like, oh wow.
But when you said 6'6", I was like, I realized who I was talking about. I got their names mixed up.
No, that's okay, man. That's okay. We laugh and kick it. We laugh and kick it. Right now, here's what I'm looking at. If CeeDee Lamb, the trade deadline is not until at least after the first quarter of the season or what have you, and if CeeDee Lamb give us that yo-yo stuff, one game he's fired, another game he's off, and then one game he's fired, then I would say the Cowboys should be wise to at least attempt to see if they can find a sucker that's out there. Suckers born every minute, so I wouldn't blame the Cowboys if that's the case.
So what is Gallup worth, though, on a trade-wise? What do you think he's worth?
On a trade, coming off of a good game, and a team that's desperate for a solid number 2, I would say third, conditional fourth, something like that. If it's him coming off of a good game, if he coming off one of those games like my guy Boss Cowboy Sports would say, if it's coming off one of those wee-woo games, then a 4th or a 5th, something like that. But to me personally, I like Gallup. He's a third down catching machine for us. He's a hard worker, and I think that he right now on this run to the Super Bowl, if we keep everybody healthy, will be too valuable to cut loose.
Yeah, the only reason I brought that up because I could see Tolbert being our number 3.
But we're gonna have to see him though do it, Yeah, we got to see him do it, Yeah.
Okay, and my second question is, Law, has any team ever had the MVP an MVP defensive player and Rookie of the Year make the Super Bowl on the same team?
No, that never happened before, in my opinion, or my knowledge of it. I don't think that ever happened before. I meant to say
quarterback and an MVP and a most in the defensive player of the year? Been to the Super Bowl?
I don't know. I don't think that ever happened, you know.
But we got a good chance of that with Michael Parson being defensive player and maybe Dak being an MVP.
Man, I'm taking that all the way to the bank. But, you know, they would find a reason not to have both of those boys in there.
What do you think it's more important for?
Oh.
Between, you know, you think it's more important for Zeke or
I think it will be more important for Parsons to get that defensive MVP. I think he was such a close candidate one time before. I think that he can get one of those things. I think Dak Prescott, he understands the gravity of it all, and I don't think that he's looking to be MVP. He would be a person that will be willing to say, hey, man, that was CD Lamb, or hey, that was the running back, you know, or that was the team situation. Not saying that Parsons not, but we all know Parsons is the catalyst for this team.
Okay, and in that fight we had, what would have happened if Michael would have broke his hand? With some heads thrown that day after practice?
Yeah, it would have been bald sense, like old folks say, ain't nothing like bald sense, and it would be a learning situation for him, and he would have to play the first 6 or 7 weeks with a club on his hand. But I appreciate you for calling in, fam, man. I thank you so much, Sonny.
I agree with one caller. I think we're going to be a 14-win team.
No doubt, man. Let's get it. I'm all in favor of it. Before I let you go, Sonny, let me hear you say it, though.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? Yeah. And this is Sonny speaking objectively, right? You can't have all of the weapons, right? And if you have all of the weapons, if that particular weapon is not showing up each and every week and you want to get something back in return, then put the trade bait out there. Now, I'm with the belief with the wide receivers that we have right now, keep them. I don't think that we should be greedy, because last season we was looking for a solid wide receiver to be in the mix, right? Not just when the time we get something good is to trade it away for future picks and things like that, because it could be the unknown. A 3rd round pick or a 4th round pick or something like that. Just stick with what you got for now. Keep this in mind, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes these draft picks ain't all what they're supposed to be, right? Or should be. So we're good. Boy, we could have used another solid wide receiver last year in the doggone playoffs, right? Lamb was the only guy. We had another guy, 33 years of age, T.Y. Hilton, going up against the number 2 defense in the National Football League. That was difficult for us. Hey, my guy Gallup was off and on, right? Short week, hurt leg, recovery leg. Sure, it was rough for us. Now we just got to be prepared for that moment. So if one of those guys goes down, we still have Jalen Tolbert. We still have a Kevontae Turpin who's elevated and improved in his game, right? So that's how I'm looking at it. Looking at it as it relates to the depth purposes of this roster. All right, so, and guess who knows and understand that? Kansas City Chiefs. I said when that Ross kid caught that nice little pass, I said, look at the rich getting richer. They were not just sold on their wide receivers. They made a move for Kadarius Toney. I would say this right now. The Philadelphia Eagles would have 2 Super Bowl rings right now if the Kansas City Chiefs didn't make that acquisition. If they didn't have the foresight to see down the line and say they needed another playmaker. And as great as Pat Mahomes is, he still needed help. So I want you guys to understand that aspect. Ain't that right for the 217? You're live.
What's going on, Law? How you doing?
Oh, man, all is well.
Hey, to your other caller's point about Dak winning MVP, I think this is going to be a huge year. Being said, remember when we had Amari Cooper come into the Dallas Cowboys, Dak was in the MVP discussion then. The same way Jalen Hurts was in the MVP discussion when they acquired A.J. Brown.
Right.
I think this year is going to be the year to fully determine, now that we are locked and loaded, with our fourth wide receiver playing like he a number 2, a mix between Terrence Williams and Bryce Butler, as our fourth wide receiver. I think Dak is going to possibly be top 3, if not lead the league in passing. But I'm really excited about this year because we don't have necessarily a weakness, similar to how the Philadelphia Eagles are built. So I think we are the 2 beasts of the East, and I'm really curious to see who you think is going to be that up-and-coming MVP for the offense and the defense.
For the offense, then like what my guy Sonny who was saying, then it will have to be Dak Prescott, and then for the defense, it will be my guy, Parsons, and that's just for what it is. From what when we look back at all of this, I think that will be the flow, and I think that you're right. Like when I said that Tyrod Taylor and Jalen Hurts the same person, hear me out. When I made that comparison, it was literally when the Tyrod Taylor scrambled for 16 yards or 17 yards when the play broke down, and then the next immediate play afterwards, I believe, he threw a long pass to Jalen Hyatt, right? And I was like, man, that's the same person. I saw a flash of, hey, man, if you put weapons around those type of guys who can extend and make plays, that they can take their team somewhere. Even though Tyrod Taylor is a backup quarterback, I was looking at it even when I thought about Jalen Hurts. They put things around him so that their team collectively will not have any weak spots. They had 2 wide receivers that got busy. They had a tight end that can get busy. Their offensive line always been spectacular, and they did the running back by committee approach. They were pretty much waited for you to make a mistake. And when you make the mistake, their offense paid. You know what I'm saying? Paid dividends, because what happened, the defense was nice, gave them a short field, turnover, takeaway, pressure, a sack on the quarterback. And then when their offense was out there, they would capitalize against your mistake. And even when you go back and watch the Cowboys versus the Eagles first game, right, with Cooper Rush out there, if Cooper Rush didn't make those necessary mistakes, then we could have at least still been in the game. It's not like the Eagles blew us out by 30 or 40 points. So,
by no means.
So now you're seeing now I'm seeing what you're saying. There's literally no weakness on this team outside of reservations. The reservation is the offensive line, right? The reservation may be the running back because it's the unknown. This is our first year in 8 years that we're going to run the ball without Ezekiel Elliott. So outside of that, offensive line, hey, if everything can play dividends in, we okay. The wide receiver group looks good. The tight end group, we seen what Ferguson was able to do. That's still going to be a good situation because we are not leaning on the tight ends anyway to win us a game. We got Brandon Cooks, CeeDee Lamb. So, yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Right. This last offseason, man, I just really feel like we had the perfect counter in response to the Eagles going to the Super Bowl. Remember, they picked up Bradbury as a corner. We picked up Stephon Gilmore.
True.
They picked up A.J. Brown as a wide receiver. We picked up Brandon Cooks, and we have a rising star.
Big facts.
With Gallup coming back. Yeah. So I just say, I know we go every year. We're like, man, how we going to get better? I know we like our guys. But our guys are getting better and better. I'm just really, really excited for this year, man, and looking forward to your content moving forward.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you, man. You have a good day and a better tomorrow, man. Salute.
All right, you too, man.
Yeah, yes, indeed. And speaking of that, man, this show is marathon now. We're going to rock it. I got 2 more callers, but I want to play this. I want to play this audio to reference what I'm talking about, right? To get back to what I'm talking about over here. Bear with me.
Make Philadelphia so much more happy with me today, right? Hi, Eagles fans. Yeah, it's the Cowboys. It's the Cowboys this season, and I know that's shocking.
Cowboys what?
It's the Cowboys.
Wait,
what's the question again? Who was the better team, the Cowboys?
So she's saying the Cowboys are
the
better
Cowboys
team.
over the Eagles this season. We're not talking 2022. where they split that series. We're talking 2023 moving forward.
Ask the question.
By
I know
the way,
you're the host.
in the top 2 teams here, right, in this division, only one of them lost 7 starters. And it wasn't named the Dallas Cowboys. No, everyone forgets that. Javon Hargrave goes over to the 49ers.
But you were literally just talking about the Eagles Super Bowl window.
Hush, lady, hush. Let her talk. Let her cook.
I'm talking this season. I think the Eagles Super Bowl window is still open for the longevity of Jalen's career because I believe in Jalen Hurts as a player.
Okay.
I believe that we've seen the Patrick Mahomes of the world, the Josh Allens of the world, all these young quarterbacks that we see get paid. Yes, we just saw Jalen get paid. I know that always is a concerning thing when you're in a salary cap sport, but I do believe that in that coaching staff, in that organization, that they'll be able to still compete during the rest of Jalen Hurts' very long, as I expect, career in the NFL. We're talking 2023.
Okay.
In 2023 part, the Cowboys, they are stacked, and that schedule's a lot easier than the Eagles.
So that's just what I'm saying. Now she messed up on the end, talking about schedule a whole lot easier than the Eagles, but that's a whole nother conversation right there. But what she's saying collectively, this team is stacked, and this team on the defensive side, we got better. We didn't lose 7 players. We didn't, and we still got our defensive coordinator. Let's listen to the 662. You're live. You're on the Nation. What's good, fam?
What's up, Law Nation? Hey, man, I was just calling about the old show and injuries, man. They're right there. I was really, he's going to contribute a lot for this upcoming season, man. I hate that happen. So with that situation, with that case, do you think Jabril Cox will be given more playing time, or they got to go out there and trade for a linebacker like Isaiah Simmons from the Cardinals? I think he'll be good for this defense because he got the speed. He can play safety. He can linebacker.
I mean, normally they would not let that rock. We play those boys week 3.
Yeah.
I can literally see after week 3 if the Cards start off 0-3, fire sale, right? They're gonna start letting people go. We need the Cards to start off 0-3, and then that will be the way we can get Isaiah. That kid over there. I'm about to say Isaiah Land, but that's be the way we get that Isaiah, But I don't think that the Cowboys will be willing to do that because our linebackers right now, with Damone Clark, with Harper, with those boys, even with LVE, I think that our linebackers will be okay. Isaiah Simmons, he's gonna stay where he at, because they're gonna want King's ransom probably.
Yeah, well, he only last year on the contract, though. I don't think they want too much for him.
True. I didn't look at it that way either. So yeah, you could be right on that too. Yeah.
So that'd be good. Also, what you think about, man? I also believe I would like to see Dak play a snap or 2 in the preseason game. I know it's not going to happen now since all the injuries occurring in this latest preseason game, but I wish he would have played at least a snap. Yeah. Because you don't want the first game to be like last year's game. I went to the first game last year, and that was, even though he didn't have no receivers or nothing, but I just want to get that rhythm with the receiver. So I wish he had played like a snap or 2, but I know it's not going to happen now. But how you feel about that right there?
Well, they got a philosophy is a philosophy, man. And the Cowboys got their philosophy. They look at it and they say, okay, their proven philosophy worked. They 12-5 in the last 2 seasons and not playing their starters. So they're going to go into the first game saying, hey, get the rust out. They already calculated that, Our only hopes would be if Dak can go in looking like he did in 2021. That first opening season, opener, he looked really sharp, coming off of that ankle injury and everything like that versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, juxtaposed to last year. So hopefully Prescott will be ready because this is a common opponent. Mike McCarthy should know what the Giants trying to do and will like to do. He swept them last year. So hopefully Mike McCarthy can draw up a nice game plan to stay afloat against the Giants week 1.
Yeah, I agree. But the first game, any team wins because they're going to be motivated, first home game. So, I think we'll win. But like I said, I think, he's going to be a nail biter because it's a division game. It's an important game to me, because it's a division game. And, division games add up, and people thinking the Eagles and Giants going to be in the mix too. So, I think we'll do good, though.
No doubt, man. Okay. Appreciate you for calling in, Chief. Thank you.
Man.
No doubt, man. Good call from the 662. All right, last but not least, man, I know we've been burning the midnight oil and the daylight oil over here. I got to actually bounce. I got the, the looks of like, hey, how long you going to be in here? So I got JV, you're live.
Law Nation, what's good, man?
Hey, man, it's all is well, man. I can't complain.
Oh, man, so, hey, I'm just over here enjoying your live stream and all that there. But I did want to sit up here and say, man, we need to give some folks their flowers while they're here. I've been hearing a whole lot of hate, even since before the end of last season, on a guy like Quentin Bohanna and things of that nature. So I've been like, man, this man, he has done his job. We wanted him to stop the run. They don't even run to his side. They'll push anybody out the way that's on the opposite side of him besides Jonathan Hankins.
Right.
But, shoot, everybody that sit up here and say, man, Quentin Bohanna need to improve and all that there, he's not there to rush the passer. He's there to stop the run.
He is. He's there to stop the pass. Stop the run, clog the passing lanes, and get upfield. That's his job, to allow everyone else to eat.
Yep, and he's done his job exceptional, in my opinion. He's done his job exceptionally. And the same way that I'm hoping that these folks don't get on Mazi Smith the same way.
Oh,
because Mazi Smith, he is there to stop the run. But they're basing him off of, man, he can't get at the quarterback now at this point in time and all that there. He may get off a second late. Now, I do need more improvement out of him, as if a running back does run his way, hey, put your hands on him. But I know that's going to come.
It will.
Because Quentin Bohanna had to take those same bumps and bruises.
Yep.
But I just need folks to go ahead and give Quentin Bohanna his flowers and make sure that, they recognize Mazi Smith is over here in preseason taking 40 and 50 snaps a game and stuff like that. He's tired, and we're wearing him thin because for whatever reason, I guess he want to be the Hulk of the whole team and all that. Now you just do your job.
Yep. Here's what I got with these people, man. I think that somebody would give away their spleen right now to have a Jeffrey Simmons here, right? Of course. Yeah. But his rookie year, he wasn't all that in the bag of chips. You know what I'm saying? He struggled, right? Dexter Lawrence. I think somebody would love to have Dexter Lawrence, right? He wasn't all that his first 2-3 years, right? But, now he got 9 sacks. Now everybody looking like, from the interior, that's nice. Javon Hargraves, he had to go from the Steelers to the Eagles to be great, right? And now he's on the Niners. Right. So these interior guys, man, it takes Chris Jones, all of those boys, they started off slow. Now Chris Jones, Jeffrey Simmons, they more of on the 3-tech/1 guy, you know what I'm saying? But if I start to use the analogy of Vincent, Wilfork, and all of those boys, like those big dogs that down inside, shoot.
It's down and dirty, what I call them.
Down and dirty boys.
Down and dirty. Yep.
Yeah, so it's gonna take time, bro. It's gonna take time, man, and Mazi might get us a 0.5 sack this season, right? But if his job was to rally fly for the linebackers, we win. You know what I'm saying? My thoughts is, as long as Parsons, Law, you know what I'm saying, eat, and Sam, and whoever, Armstrong, if he's still here, as long as those boys eat on the edge, man, and he's clogging the run and people thinking twice, to run up the gut, we win it.
What you said, as long as Parsons out there, and then you got D-Law, and you got Jonathan Hankins, you know what I'm saying, and then you got either Sam it don't even matter on either side of him. they're gonna run and destroy. They're gonna take over that whole line of scrimmage. You understand? And so all I'm just asking for is these folks to go ahead and finally give folks like I said, Quentin Bohanna his flowers. They're gonna have to give Marvin Smith his flowers during the season. You know what I'm saying? Stop over here expecting them to be miracle men to go ahead and not just stop the run, but also stop the pass and all that there when their job is in their sole purpose is to do what they do. And what Marvin Smith always has done is stop the run. And what Quentin Bohanna has always done is stop the run.
Yep.
And if you give up at the most 2 yards, which Marvin Smith has done, now I will say this much right here.
Yep.
Eliminate that Cincinnati Beagle game from last season, and all you will see is Quentin Bohanna only giving up at the most 2 yards.
Man, no doubt, man. Man, great.
The entire season.
Great observation, bro. Man, I thank you, man. I got to split like half, but, man, I thank you, man, for calling in, bro. Thank you, man.
Can I say this one last thing?
Go ahead.
Please extend CD Lamb. I know I've been over here talking about Trayvon Diggs. And
Right.
Extend CD Lamb. I'm going to constantly say that forever when I call your show and I call anybody else's show. Well, please extend CD Lamb. And I'll pay a lot now and then pay a lot more later. But, yeah, go Cowboys. Hey, and Law, I love you. And I love your family. And all that there, go Cowboys.
Let's go, man. That's my guy right there. Great call from him. Great observations. Goodbye. Yeah. Extend CD Lamb. Coach Marv, hey, I would love to get you on the phone, but I got to split. Cox, Ball, Harper, Richards, awesome Richards. Outstanding games, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for that. And I appreciate you. Appreciate you for calling in. My time is up. But I really thank you guys for watching me on the Multiverse. I'm live 2 times on the YouTube. We're live on the Twitch as well as Kick app and as well as Facebook. I really appreciate y'all. If you like what you heard today, hit the subscribe button. I normally don't tell people to do that, but I know if you like it, just go ahead and hit it. You know what I'm saying? Pause. And also sharing is caring. Sharing is content. You know, we got unbelievable things that we got behind the scenes that's operating, new sponsorships, and it's all through the help of the nation, right? And I really appreciate you guys so much, man. At this time of the show, I just want people to know that if I said anything to offend you guys, charge it to my head, not my heart. It's a happy-go-lucky show, so we don't mean to call out anybody who want the stars on their face, the Rainbow Committee, and anybody else who believe in kissing dogs or whatever it may be. Whatever I said today, man, charge it to my head, not my heart, y'all. But we gonna get on up out of here. The second preseason game was phenomenal. We like seeing that. We're going to put prayers to the heavens, man, for John Stevens as well as Overshawn. This is not the end for those guys, man. This is just one of those bookmarks that they're going to just place right here and on their beautiful careers and get things going the right and proper way. Cowboy Nation. On the way out, be sure to hit that share icon. Let the people know where to go when they want to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. But when the end comes for me, let it find me conquering a new mountain, not sliding down an old one. That's Jim Rowans. And I truly believe that the nation, Cowboy Nation, will do the same. Hello, Maryland. Appreciate you. C. Brown, appreciate you. John, thank you. Thank everybody for sharing. Thank you guys for watching this particular content. Shout out to new media. Shout out to those who wanted to comment but didn't want to showcase who they are. They just watch privately in the confines of a closet or in the room at their workspace. Say, man, this boy good. I can't stand him, but he's good. Shout out to those like the Washington fans, the Eagles fans, the Giants fans, because we know y'all watching. We know it. Because y'all repeat the same thing we've been saying over here. And that's okay. We on top. And everybody climbing to get there. As they say, it's lonely at the top. And we've been waiting for 27 years for somebody to knock us off. And many have tried. A few came close. Well, technically in this division, only the Giants came close. But it's good to be on top of things. Shout out to you, Steven. Shout out to Cowboys Cave Podcast. Appreciate you. But it's time for us to stop waiting. It's time for us to take off again. To leave them in the shadows of where they belong. They talking to Brody now, right? They talking about they've been to 16 playoff wins, a Super Bowl this century, all of that stuff. The Giants, they talking too. They talking about they're back. They got a real coach now. They are a playoff team, etc. The Washington team talking about they got new ownership. The water is feeling better over there now. They drinkable. All of that stuff. But it don't mean that they caught up with us. We've been waiting in sabbatical mode, vacation mode. We've been chilling. We've been relaxing, eating our oodles and noodles. Now it's time for us to get up and dust them once again. Write these things down. I say it all the time in my closing. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, your sleep. If all of your desires of it makes you quite mad, that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you all hold everything tawdry and cheap. If life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme, oh, you scheme, and it's about it. If you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, and fret for it, and plan for it, and lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, oh, just simply go after the thing you want. If dogged and grim and besieged and beset, with the help of Almighty Cowboy Nation and everyone that's listening, you will get it, Cowboys. Y'all know I do this for love, right, man? Spending all Sunday talking to y'all about this team. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Mama, I love you. I know you're watching from beyond. But give me my theme music, Cowboy Nation. Come on. Let's go. We about, baby. Roll those credits. I just want to run it up one time. Yeah. I've been really in the field, I love the field. Shout out to you. Let me see some fires in the chat. Shout out to you, Stephen White. Thank those who stayed tall, stood tall, and hang tall with us. John Taylor, William Green, Jay Recruiter, Coach Marv. That list, that donation list, that support list, and all of the contributors list should be longer than this. I want that list to be longer than Shaq Feet. That's okay, man. I give y'all my time, and y'all ain't giving me yours. I'm just playing with you. Let's go. Just messing with y'all. But appreciate y'all. Sharing is one of the best attributes to grow this channel. Sharing. Hitting the like button. Come on. Shout out to you, Verde. Come on. Keith Smith, thank you. Call it too legit. Michael, thank you. Ron Scott, these are the people on the Facebook. Thank you. Shout out to the 2.0s, the Sniper Gang. But we got some breaking news I'm hearing.
We answered, I talked stuff, I thought we had it, but it goes to show you who's a better team, and I'm sticking Cowboys.
You're crying.
I'm hurt.
He hurt.
I love my Eagles.
You do.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
Let's go Birds, fly, Eagles fly. Still Super Bowl champs for now.
Boy, she cold-blooded. Boy, she... I bet you she got Cowboys lingerie under there. I'm telling you, man. She was sent over there just to make sure that man cry. I promise you. She was like, yeah, I just got off a Law Nation podcast. Let me just jump over there. Let me ask Monty something. Let me ask Monty. Let me show you. She said literally, watch it. Watch this.
We answered. I talked stuff. I thought we had it. But it goes to show you who's a better team. And I'm sticking Cowboys.
Watch this.
You're crying.
Ask her the question for me, lady.
I love my Eagles. I don't believe it.
You gonna flap the hat one more time for the Eagles for the hard fight they did?
Let's go Birds, fly, Eagles
All
fly.
I ask
Still Super Bowl champs for now.
is when you lay your head on that pillow at night. You know, I gave you everything I had. I gave you everything I had.
Head on my pillow.
Come on.
And just relax.
Hey, we got a person named Tay206. That's Monty, cousin in them. I'm trying to find my little outro music. Hey, he said how that L felt last night. It couldn't have felt as bad as Jalen Hurts fumbling that ball when nobody was around him. You get all the way to the top to slip off and fall off. Didn't know that Jalen Hurts was an informant. He's a Cowboy. You didn't know that. All of us cheered for Jalen Hurts on that play. Let us know if we didn't. Yeah. Come on. Don't block Tay now. He's a fan of Law Nation. He know who I am. I don't know who he is. We would never know who he is. But we know he was crying in that Super Bowl. He thought he was going to win the Super Bowl. He thought he for sure. Let's listen to him cry. Let's do this. That brother was crying. He was like, Jalen Hurts. Oh my goodness. FBI, open up. Oh my goodness, man. He said Jalen Hurts had the best Super Bowl performance to lose. Can you imagine having the best performance and still lose? Kick it back open. Shout out to Tay206. I know he loved coming over here, or she. Him downstairs. He, she, them, they. Love the Cowboys. Let's go.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Again. Yeah. Go get that bird for me one time. Go get that bird for me. Don't let the street lights hit you. That what happened to Hurt. That doggone street light came and made him fumble that ball. Don't let the street lights hit you. Can I be yours? Play a tune. I follow. Come on.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, I gave you everything I had. I gave you everything I had.
And another one.
Let's go, man! Let's go! You can't handle the truth.
Until next time. And we apologize, Tay. We didn't mean to hurt your feelings, man. We love you over here. Don't go tell mama on me. Play a tune, I follow. Wherever you go, until next time.